Hey guys, I want to talk about acceptance today because I think it's something that so many of us are lacking. And I also feel like it's really the key to feeling more of the way that we want to and ditching those feelings of should and ought to and all that kind of stuff that just really tend to bring us down and not align with our greater sense of purpose or keeping our energy in the flow that we want it to be in. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of times I will have days where, my energy is productive or I'm getting a lot done and I'm really in the flow with what I want to do. And days like that are magical and wonderful, aren't they? And then there's those other days when you set out with this vision and you're like, yeah, this is what's going to get done today, and it doesn't happen. And honestly, if you're really feeling it, you don't really care or want it to happen those days either. You'd rather work on a different project or hang out with your kids or who knows, but your energy isn't where you felt like it should be that day. And I encourage you, now I know like some of us, we have certain jobs, certain things, deadlines, all sorts of stuff that we can't just avoid. But in situations where you can be flexible and kind of form yourself around those feelings that you're having and accept that, hey, today's not the day for that, I totally encourage you to roll with that. As long as you're not avoiding something, playing small, or backing off of something that does fulfill your greater purpose. And I think you know what I'm saying here. Like, don't go spend a day binge watching Netflix and avoid an incredible opportunity that you have to take advantage of right then and there. But if taking a little break and allowing yourself to go with the energy that you want, maybe you feel like reorganizing a pantry cabinet or playing a board game with your kids or going for a walk when, inside your head, maybe that like inner mean girl is telling you like, no, you shouldn't be leaving your desk. You've got work to do, blah, blah, blah. But you're not getting shit done because you're not in the flow with where you want to be. Reassess, accept, go smell the flowers for a few minutes and take a half mile or a mile to just breathe, connect with yourself, and recharge, okay? Sometimes that's all it is, just a little walk or a 10-minute meditation or a super quick cat nap, and you can get yourself back into the flow better. Sometimes it's a day, a weekend, a week. And that's why understanding where you are and being conscious of that is so important. And so often we say that we want to be conscious, and we want to have more consciousness in our life and blah, blah, blah. But we're really scared to death of it. We're scared to see and know what it is that we're truly feeling or avoiding or throwing ourselves into so that we don't have to do X, Y, or Z. And that is something that when you can find a way to be conscious of it, oh my goodness, you can change so much. But consciousness isn't like, just like chilling out and spacing out and feeling like, it's just you and the universe chilling. Consciousness is seriously seeing things and being open to understanding them. And it is not always fun. In fact, a lot of times consciousness there's a discomfort that comes with consciousness. And we have to learn to, and I've talked about this in other, videos and things, we have to learn to sit in that comfort. We have to learn to find a way to be comfortable in that space so that we can progress through it. So oftentimes people will talk to me about EFT and ask me, why is it that we want to, aren't emotions really special and good? Don't we want to feel all the emotions? And why are we trying to get rid of them? Which EFT doesn't get rid of emotions, by the way. But it can often be confusing to think like, why are we trying to make these emotions go away? Aren't emotions wonderful? Yes, emotions are wonderful. EFT allows you to feel things more fully, to experience them without so much pain and discomfort, and to move through a progression of emotions. There's a whole scale of emotions that kind of range from the things that make you feel totally helpless and powerless to the things that make you feel joyful and empowered. And as you move from those negative things, whether you're really far down that scale and things are horrible, or whether, you're just feeling a little off, as you remove and kind of peel back layers and you're able to get in touch with those emotions and allow them to release, you move up that scale, closer to joy, closer to empowerment, closer to feeling the way that you truly want to and really being in alignment with your higher, better, more powerful and complete self, which is always there. It's just that it gets clouded oftentimes with those lower end of the scale emotions that don't serve us, that make us play small, and that kind of put us into all sorts of dark corners that, we don't want to linger there. That's not where we shine our light. That's not where we can really, be powerful and serve and connect and, not just be one with the universe, which is within us all the time anyway, but to also really be one with the environment around us, the people around us, the relationships, the connections, all the things. So again, the idea is to learn to accept. Accept when you're not quite feeling what it is that you're doing at the moment. Accept when things aren't going the way that perhaps you expected them to do. And acceptance also means understanding that letting go of your expectations is kind of the best way to make things happen. Because when we're holding on to a rigid belief about the way that things can be, then we often always just feel like everything's falling short for us. Nothing's quite working out the way that we want it to. When we release those expectations and we allow things to just come to us, to flow, to be the way that they're intended to be, because everything is the way it's intended to be, then we can feel so much better in our present moment, which of course, if you're used to listening to me, the present moment is the only place we have any power anyway. It's the only place we can do anything. Right here, right now. Not yesterday, not next week, not 10 years ago, 20 years ago, not 10 years forward, 20 years forward, just right here. So just when you're feeling like you're struggling, when you're feeling like you're stuck, and realize everybody feels struggles and challenges and stuckness, and accept that. And ask yourself questions. Hey, what is it that I'm intended to get from this feeling? Why is it that today, instead of, conquering the world and doing the 100 things on my to-do list, I honestly just feel like insert whatever it is that you feel like doing. And acknowledge that you either feel like doing it and you can't, or that you can take a quick break and do it and get back to that other thing later. Or just acknowledge that you're just not quite feeling in alignment with your greater self, and that something's a little off, and that you love, accept, and forgive yourself anyway. Because we all have those days and those times, whether it's just a little part of our day, whether it's a whole day, weekend, or week, or just a few minutes here and there. We all have times that we get off. And if we can bring ourselves back, if we can take a minute, and I know that for me, I like to take just 3 to 5 minutes and do my tapping. I do a few rounds, hey, even though I'm feeling really stuck right now, I really feel like I need to be working on X, Y, or Z. And instead, I am watching birds out my window. I love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though whatever it is, insert your things and then tap through it, I'm feeling really stuck. I'm feeling out of alignment with the way that I want to feel today. I'm just not sure how to bring myself back. I want to release this frustration because I know that I can't do the work or be one with my higher purpose when I'm stuck in these feelings. Just want to stop feeling so frustrated today. I'm ready to release this feeling. I'm ready to accept the fact that even though I might plan for my day to go one way, sometimes it goes in a completely different direction. And either way, I always end up where I'm supposed to be. So why should I walk that path feeling frustrated, stuck, or out of alignment when it's the path I'm meant to walk anyway. But if there's some way that I'm meant to correct that course today, just help me be conscious. Help me see the way back. Help me see the way forward. Help me see the possibilities. What would it take for me to get back in alignment today? What would it take for me to raise my energy so that I can really connect with the love and acceptance of all things, especially myself? What would it take for me to get centered and get back to this present moment where I am so whole, complete, and powerful? What would it take for me to release the stress of today so that I can connect with the peace and the love inside of me? Just a little something like that. I always like to kind of warm up my hands, and then while I'm still have my eyes closed and I'm kind of in those thoughts that I've created while I tapped, I just kind of envision that acceptance. I envision just a veil of peace and calm falling over me. And then I move forward. And I hope that helps you to do the same. Have a great day, and always look for every moment where you can find more acceptance for yourself, more true self-love,